Hi guys, and welcome to the stream. Sorry about that small delay there. First of all, for some reason YouTube keeps deleting my comments that I'm writing in the chat, so that's great. But second of all, Real Madrid TV crashed right as I was about to start, so it's better now. Luckily I fixed it so we can actually watch the match, which is good. Let's get right into this. So welcome guys. Have to remember the screen's down here. Hope everyone's doing well, and we're going to be watching Real Madrid versus WSG Tirol. I'll read the lineups to you right now. Let me just get them on the screen here. Let's go Real Madrid. Here we go. Versus Tirol. And W's, welcome to stream, Michael. I did respond to you. I said, yeah, in the next live stream, when I do set the Roblox live stream, which would be tomorrow, the next day, we'll try and get in there. Yeah, you can play for sure. No problem. So the lineups are going to be as follows. So it's going to be for Real Madrid, Courtois as the goalkeeper, Trent as the right back, Militao as the centre back on the right, Huijsen as the centre back on the left, Carreras as the left back. We have Guler, Tchouameni and Ceballos as the midfield, and then Brahim Diaz, Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. as the forwards. So that's going to be a good setup there. Tirol's going to do the kickoff for us here any second now. And there we go. The kickoff has begun, and Tirol's going to start it. Mike's actually higher than usual. That's just because of the before. And Halal Madrid? Yeah, definitely it's Halal. But yeah, welcome to the stream, CDF. Welcome everyone to the stream. Make sure to smash like for the stream. It's going to be Tchouameni with the ball. He's going to now pass this over to Huijsen. And Carreras is now starting his first game for Real. He might have played in a behind closed doors friendly, but we don't really know because Real Madrid didn't really reveal much information about the behind closed doors friendlies. All we do know is that we won one of them a lot of goals. So hopefully we do win this against Tirol by a lot of goals. We'll see though. So yeah, this is going to be an exciting one for Tirol's team that I did not say their lineup. It's going to be Stechkal as the goalkeeper, Boris, Bockel, and Lawrence as the defense. We have Wells, Mueller, Schweinsteinsgorst, and Huitz as the midfield, Ryder, Hittenseer, and Votter as the forwards there. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. What's my prediction for the match? I think the match might be a 9-1. I'm feeling a 9-goal game right here. I'm feeling it. I think Real can get it done. I don't know what you guys think, but I do think they can get this one done. Getting 9-0. So turn my air conditioning off. Ronaldo's not in the picture there. I just put him there. Ballon d'Or in the back too. Okay, Huijsen. Now with the ball. Carreras is on the left here. Of course, guys, if you want to watch this match, it's only available on Real Madrid TV. So make sure to watch on Real Madrid TV if you do want to watch along and, you know, hear my analysis and commentation. And that's going to be a catch by Thibaut Courtois. And he is going to just probably distribute this out onto the left side because that's usually where our team does distribute. They distribute usually on the left. Huijsen now with the ball here. You think 7-1? Possible, you know, possible. I do think it's going to be a lot of goals. Always, you know, as well, like you've done there, Michael, say one goal for the other team because usually, you know, you're never going to really keep a clean sheet. It's hard to do so. We should be, but there's always going to be a silly mistake. Vinny's got his hair dyed kind of like me, where he's got sort of the tips dyed, or what I used to have. W Vinny for actually, you know, locking in the OG hairstyles there, though, because before, I feel like the braids weren't working for him and the other stuff. I feel like he was playing worse when he had, you know, different hairstyles. He's finally getting back that, you know, 2022, 2023 hairstyle, which is great. Hopefully now he can perform. And you're going to go shower. No problem, Michael. Thanks for, you know, being there thus far. It's going to be now Dani Ceballos. Now over to Militao. Now to Guler, who's playing right mid. Kylian Mbappe, of course, will be taking the number 10 off Luka Modric. Trent to Brahim. See what Brahim does. He does give that one away. I actually heard there's rumors that Rodrigo will be going to Man City. It's a very strong rumor as well. A very strong rumor. And it's by Fabrizio Romano. Hopefully he doesn't. I really do hope that he doesn't because I like Rodrigo. I really like him. I like his character. I like how he always pushes for the team. He wants what the team wants best. And he always tries his best. Ceballos now to Tchouameni. Now to Militao. Guler. It's been so long since I've seen Militao on the team that, you know, I'm stumbling on his name. But, you know, he made a cameo in the Club World Cup. He did make a cameo. It's going to be with Ceballos. Militao. Now to Guler. Trent. Interesting that we're not playing Jude for this game. I think it's because he has a shoulder injury. He's going to be back in September. If he were to play, I think he would play instead of Ceballos. Of course, that would probably be the full team there, really, with Mbappe, Vini, Jude, Tchouameni, Guler, and then that back line. I think Carreras might start as left back from now on over Fran Garcia and Mondi. I really think Mondi should be sold. I think he's a bit of a weight on the team. I think Fran Garcia's, a very good option. Surprised Gonzalo Garcia is not starting in this game over, Brahim Diaz. Maybe Brahim's not getting enough game time, so he might have, chosen to be the starter there by Xabi Alonso, of course, the new coach, just after the Club World Cup. He didn't have much time in the Club World Cup. Of course, when we did analyze all of those Real Madrid games, you could see a little bit of flair from his style, that Leverkusen style where he passes a lot and he tries to really gain some possession, but he wasn't really showing it at the full effect there. He's still using Don Carlos tactics quite a fair bit. So hopefully, he's really instilled these Leverkusen tactics into this Real Madrid side and maybe a spin on it. It's going to be now Alvaro Carreras to Vini. Back to Carreras. I actually like Carreras' style of play. I've watched him a little bit, and he does look very good. He looks like, the type of left back, really, that, first of all, Al Nassr needs. Second of all, he looks like the type of left back we were missing. Someone that's very reliably defensive-wise. Fran Garcia, a very attacking player. He's also very good in tackles, just not the best defensive fullback. But I think Carreras might be better for that defense tactics style that we're going for. And then he can also push the ball forward, of course. Ceballos trying to pressure these Tirol players now in the back line for Boris. And that's going to be absolutely sent forward by Boris. And Militao's just going to clean that one up nice and effectively to Courtois. Courtois one-touch passing with Huijsen. Now to Trent. Militao. Tchouameni. Trent. And Trent's going to try and bring this forward. Hopefully, we see a lot of good from Trent. I think he's, got more to show. He does, invert quite far. Personally, I would have played, Carvajal maybe as the right back and then Trent maybe as a right mid. Figure we'll have to see what Xabi Alonso does with those two. I think Carvajal's still the best right back on the team. I think Trent might be more of an attacking wing back more so, where he doesn't really defend as much, I feel. And you're done showering, Michael. Well, that was an absolute quick shower there. Record time of 5 minutes to get ready and shower. So, W's. Welcome back. And this is going to be a corner for Real. It's going to be Mbappe surprisingly taking the corner. He plays it short there to Rodrigo. Cross from Mbappe, and that has to be saved by the goalkeeper, Stejkaz. What the heck? Stejkal. Let's just try and get that guy's name pronounced correctly. He does a brilliant save there. Mbappe growing his hair out long. Just realized, what the heck is bro doing with his hair? Like, that is some lengthy hair for Mbappe's, If you've watched Mbappe for a long time, you know that his hair is usually very flat and short. Yeah, it's actually kind of long here. Not that long, but kind of long for his standards. Arda now over to Trent. Please cross that in, and that's the worst cross I've seen in my life. Ceballos, Arda Guler's going to go for a shot, and it hits the crossbar. How unlucky. Outside the box shot there. Guler just, trying to prove himself as sort of that Valverde type figure. Ceballos also setting that one up nicely. Brilliant play from both of those guys. Again, Valverde's missing from this game because he actually has a bit of overload. I don't know what specifically that means, in medical terms, but I think that's where he's played a lot of games, too much, training and stuff. He needs to calm down, basically, and, rest. So, deserved. He hasn't really missed a game in so long. Like, he missed one game the whole of last season or 2 games. He needs to have his holiday. Huijsen, Carreras, now to Brahim, Vini, little one touch by Vini. He just rebounded off the Tirol player there, specifically Hoist. And now it's going to be with Mbappe. Mbappe cuts in. That's a good cut. He passes back to Vini. Vini takes the volley shot. That should be a corner, and it is. It just deflects off. And what game am I going to play when I'm going live tomorrow? Usually, you'll see the game appear about 6 hours before I go live, Michael. So I haven't decided yet. 6 or 7 hours usually is when I post it before I go live. And I usually do 2 games if there's no, matches. So I'll see what matches I'm doing tomorrow. I did write them down on the schedule. I just haven't looked. And Guler gives a cross. That's headed away by Tirol. But yeah, I'll let you know because the pre-stream should come up. Look, kind of like this stream came up like an hour before. Whatever. This is going to be now with Ceballos. Guler. Guler looks so sharp. He has to be starting games here. Brahim cutting in a bunch. He's got a lot of space open. He passes to Mbappe, and Tchouaméni takes the shot. That's going to be a rebound, and somehow the keeper does a double save there on Guler and Tchouaméni. Don't know how that was saved on both fronts there. Vinny, can't pass it away, Vinny. Good job, Tchouaméni. That was an amazing double save there by Szczeskal, if I can say his name. Tchouaméni. Militao, who's playing for some reason as a forward. Mbappe. Now let's see what Mbappe will do. He's holding up 3 on him. Passes back there to Tchouaméni. They have a good football game on Roblox. The name is Super League Soccer, and you always play that game. Okay, I might have to try that. Because, yeah, I've got recommended a couple of games on there, so we'll see. There's a big cross and just missing. It's a goal. I thought it was a miss of the head there by Militao, but Militao does, you know, slot that one in. He's now scored in the closed-door friendly. I know he did score in that one because he scored from where Courtois was in the closed-door friendly. And he's now scored here in an open match. And well done, Militao, you know, showing quality. That's 1-0. One of the 9 goals I predict is going to happen in this game, and I'm so happy. Let's see who gets the assist there. That is going to be Brahim Diaz getting the assist. And let's have a look at his pass. So he originally set up by Ceballos. He gives a nice little lofted ball there to try and reach Hoinson, I think. But Militao does get on the end of it, and he does a real wild header there. I don't think the goalkeeper was expecting that one. And it goes in top bins, actually, as a header, which is insane. 1-0. Hala Madrid, let's go. Yeah. I wish I had my Real Madrid shirt. Unfortunately, it's in the wash, so, you know, we're in the YouTube All-Stars. Next best thing. Definitely not. Well done, Militao. Goals in game 1. Don't know why both our centre-backs were striker there, but, you know, that's the stuff you love to see. And that's going to be a free kick for Real Madrid. Carreras just being pulled by Heinz here. Just a little bit too hard. Vinny takes it quickly. Back to Carreras. One touch back to Vinny. Tchouaméni now. Who do I think will win World Cup 2026? Hope Portugal. I really do hope that Portugal will win, you know. For Cristiano, you know, it's his final tournament of the World Cup, most likely. Nani was saying he'd play in 2030. Like, to be honest, very hard to believe. I think Cristiano will want this one to be his final one. And I hope he wins it. I do hope so. I hope that, you know, this Portugal team that I've been now watching for a long time can bloom into the winners. Of course, you know, Australia and New Zealand kind of hard to support in a World Cup because, you know, they're not going to get too far in the tournament. So that's why, you know, supporting Portugal is the next best thing. Vinny trying to pressure number 23 there, Boris, who's now from left back to suddenly right back side. And it's one back by our team. Tchouaméni now to Ceballos. That's a little loft. Just not the best there from Ceballos. And it's going to be cleared by Tirol just down the field. It's one back, though, by Trent. Which country do I live in, Michael? I live in Saudi. I've been living in Saudi for 9 years. That's a goal! I think it's offside. Yeah, it's offside. Mbappe. Ooh. Is it actually a goal? Okay, it's a goal. Wow. They actually called that one a goal. I really thought that was offside, but great job, Mbappe, I guess. Perfect positioning for that one not to be offside. With your very lengthy hair there. Brilliant. 2-0. What we expect, you know. What we expect. And Mbappe is looking sharp this season. I've got to say, you know, from one game, from the Club World Cup as well, when he returned, he looks absolutely insane. Yeah, it's onside. That is such good positioning from Mbappe. That is insane positioning. This could be a demolition. I expect it to. You know, we should be demolishing Tirol. Like, we got to, you know, step up on Barca's game. Of course, Barca scored, like, what was it, like 20 goals in, like, 4 matches or something. We need to, you know, get 10 here. 10 just to assert dominance on their fans, calling out us, you know. 13th minute, 2 goals. What you love to see. And let's see if we can get another one of Kier. That's Courtois just distributing to Carreras. See, we always distribute to the left, most likely. You know, it's very high chance. Tirol win it back on a very good attack here. It's now number 37, going in for a possible shot. Luckily, Carreras and Tchouaméni do clean this one up. It's now Carreras here. And that's a weird and wonky pass by Mbappe. Don't know what the heck he was doing there. He kind of just sent that to space. It is won back by our team, though, luckily, because they did a very poor touch on that. Tchouameni, Ceballos. That's a good skill by Hoytensen. Just sends the guy shopping. Carreras. Now to Ceballos again. Mbappe. Mbappe very deep in this, almost in that Modric position. Of course, wearing number 10 like Modric. You know, good to see that, you know, Kylian's getting the recognition of being the best player on this team. Militao, Hoytensen, besides Courtois. Hoytensen's going to give a very good chip there, trying to find Brahim. And that's what we saw a lot of in the Club World Cup. We saw Hoytensen giving such good long balls. And he's already doing it here. He wins the ball back here from a short break from Tirol, who won the ball from his chip. It's now going to be Trent bringing outfield. We haven't seen too much of Trent in terms of, like, absolute insanity. Hopefully we do. Of course, he's a quality player, we should see. Mbappe does one skill. He might have got a penalty in the box there. The referee is going to play on, and he actually does play on. There's no pen there. Tchouameni committing to the tackle, and that's going to be a free kick for Tirol. And where can you watch Vinny Jr.? You watch on Real Madrid TV. It's on their official website. I don't know if it's free or paid money, because to me, I bought the season pass or whatever, so, you know, I get the matches regardless. But, yeah, I don't know if this match specifically would be, you know, not a paid version. Because sometimes they do non-paid versions, I don't know. If not, you've always got me commentating this one. And this is going to be now pushed upfield. Also, we know now Real will score many goals. Exactly. Exactly, Michael, exactly. They should score a lot here. Arda Guler. This season we're destroying Barca. I know it for a fact. I feel confident. Brahim. Our bench is looking sharp. You know, our starter's looking sharp. Hoytensen. And let's see what Hoytensen will do. He passes to Carreras. Vinicius. And back to Hoytensen. Now over to Militao. You need to get more viewers, only 10. I mean, you know, it depends on the game, Michael. So some games get, you know, 50, 40 viewers. Some get 10, some get 100. Personally, I don't mind. It's just about me enjoying watching the game, and then whoever's interested watches the game alongside. So, personally, that's what I like to do. So, you know, it's not about getting more viewers. That's the thing. Hoytensen. Now, passing it back to Militao. You wish you get... Yeah, I mean, I wish too, but, you know, as long as we enjoy the game, that's the best thing that can happen. And also, the commentary is good. Mbappe running onto that. That was very close. Good little chip there. Was that Vinny who gave the chip? I don't know. Someone gave the chip there. Also, why is Real Madrid wearing that, like... What is that gold emblem on the crest there? Is that... Looks like the Club World Cup trophy or something. I don't know. Or is that the Super Cup trophy? They're just showing the goal here again from Militao. A brilliant goal. Of course, then Kylian scored the second. Tirol do distribute this one quickly. One back by Tchouameni deep, but is going to be caught by their keeper, who's going to try and distribute this one, Sheshkal. And Sheshkal does distribute over to Hoyts. And Vinny does intercept, is cleared by Tirol, though. And they're going to send that by Lawrence, trying to find the right winger. But it's going to be a foul on him. It's going to be a foul on Hoytens here. So it's going to be a free kick for Tirol. And Tirol's going to play this quickly with Mueller. Not to be confused with Thomas Mueller. And now over to Bokel. Now to Schweidengorst. Now to Lawrence. And Lawrence with Boris open. He actually sends that pretty far down the field. And it's going to be a headed clear by Hoytensen. Now with Alvaro Carreras. And that goes out. It's going to be a throw in here. It's going to be Carreras taking this throw in. Pass that to Hoytensen. Now Tchouameni. Arda Guler. See what Arda Guler will do. Passes it to Militao. Now over to the right where Brahim is. Trent. Militao. Come on, guys. Let's see if we can get a third here before 20 minutes. That'll be good. How much do I hate Barca? Well, I mean, they're the complete rivals, so I hate them quite a lot. I also hate how cocky some of their players are and annoying they are. You know, you have to watch football, though, sometimes neutrally, except during Barca. That's what I was leading up to. Except during Barca. No matter what team's versing Barca, I will absolutely go for the other team. Except if, if the match was Barcelona versus Al Hilal, probably I would, be a neutral for that because I'd rather see either one of them destroy the other. I'd hope for a draw. That's going to be passed in nicely by Carreras. It's going to be intercepted. It's now with Brahim. Militao. Where am I watching this? On Real Madrid TV. Real Madrid TV. Hoinson. Touches to Mbappe, and that goes straight out. It's going to be a goal kick here. Tirol is going to be taking this one with Stechskal. That's how I actually said it good there at that time. First time for everything there. Xabi Alonso giving some tactics to the team here. They do need to press a little bit more. Their press seems to be working. That's what we see with Leverkusen's style of play. So, I'm glad that we're finally actually starting to see Leverkusen as Real Madrid. If you guys know what I mean, of course, this is, turning out to be good. Which player do I hate the most on Barcelona? Player I like the most on there, I actually hope Rashford has a good time there. I do like Rashford. He's a little bit lazy sometimes, Mr. Lazy, but, he's not the worst. Let's be real. In terms of players that I absolutely hate, I used to like Yamal during the Euros. Recently, I've absolutely despised the guy. He's actually really annoying. Not a bad footballer. He's just, he's annoying. Vinny. And that's going to be a foul. It's going to be a free kick for Real. And yes, Nusea, what's your problem? What's your problem? Go ahead and write it in. I'll help you out. Yeah, Vinny gets absolutely bodied there by Hoyt. And it's going to be a free kick just outside the left side of the box. Vinny should try and cross this one in. It's going to be Arda Guler actually taking the free kick here. Not surprised. I knew Arda would take, our free kicks now, especially when he's on the field. And here we go. It's going to be a cross from... Oh, Mbappe's there too. Mbappe takes free kicks now. Okay. I guess, times change. It looks like Mbappe takes corners and free kicks. Interesting. Here we go. I'll answer your question 1 second instead, just after free kick. Mbappe sends it in. Almost headed in by Militao. Still in the box. Tirol do try and clear. And it goes back to the goalkeeper. Where to watch? It's not on DAZN. Real Madrid TV. I'm going to pin the comment now because I didn't do it. So, Real Madrid TV. Of course, my chat doesn't work. Yep. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking this out. There we go. So, my comment actually sent this time. Don't know why YouTube does that. I swear YouTube, is sometimes so glitchy. Okay, there we go. Real Madrid TV. Arda Guler. Tchouameni. It's going to be Ceballos. Guler. I'm not too sure, because I got the season pass, so I'm not too sure. Hoinson. Trent. That's going to be a through ball to Brahim. And there's a goal. Oh, so close by Brahim. Oh, my goodness. He was very close there. Just scrapes the left side of the post. Yeah, it's going to be a goal kick for Tirol, it looks like. Unless there's a touch on him. By the way, brilliant pass by Trent. That might be a deflection, so it might actually been... Okay, it's a goal kick. I was going to say it might have been a corner there, but no. Goal kick. And it's going to be pressured from Mbappe. It's supposedly... What the heck just happened there? The referee's given another goal kick for some weird reason. So, yeah, they're going to play the goal kick again onto the right side now, even though all our players shifted to the left. Their left, our right. So, technically, it's either side there. It's going to be Brahim, Hoinson, Carreras. Let's see, Carreras to Ceballos, now to Tchouameni. Ceballos, Tchouameni, who's playing that false centre-back role that you actually see, with Brozovic and El Nasser, if you guys do watch El Nasser. Trent. It's going to be with Mbappe. And does a nice little dud there, Mbappe. Another fake skill. He passes back there to Tchouameni. Gives a bad cross. Is deflected back to himself. He passes to Militao. And now to Hoinson. Oh, yeah, okay, so cool. How many languages do I speak? I speak 1 language at the moment. I'm learning Arabic, so that will be 2. But yeah. At the moment, just 1, which is, of course, the language I'm speaking right now. It's going to be Vinny. Vinny's hair from, far away actually makes him look bald because it's, so shiny. It looks like a, a dark, bald head. It's going to be Trent. Just a little pass with Mbappe. Trent now to Brahim. If you guys seen the training videos, you know that Trent and Mbappe have been linking up a ton. Militao. Now to Huijsen. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I know it's Arabic. Alaikum assalam. Kaif hal? Vinny Jr. Huijsen. Very big cross by Huijsen over to the right side of the field. Arda Guler, brilliant. That was a prestigious touch right there. And Arda Guler is going to just lay that off to Trent. Nice little lob. And actually almost goes in. The goalkeeper has to save that. Trent taking the shot from, you know, crazy angles there. And that's going to be headed by Huijsen, trying to find, you know, Brahim. But he just doesn't. Carreras cleans up Brahim. Now back to Militao. No problem, Michael. No problem. Tchouameni. Trent. Arda Guler. Trent. Now back to Huijsen. And now over to Vinicius. Vinicius does send that kind of... That's a very heavy touch. He does not keep it in because he slips over before he reaches the ball. Good job, Vinny. Round of applause for your brilliant play there. I want to see the third kit in action, to be honest. The third kit, if you guys don't know, is a very nice blue kit. Probably might get that this season. To wear on the Real Madrid streams. It looks so nice. It looks brilliant. And it's going to be another goal kick here for Tirol. Stejka is going to be taking. Lawrence on his right. He's actually called the team forward there. So Tirol's going to send this one deep with the goal kick. And it's just headed there by Heidenseer. But Tchouameni wins it. It's going to be a free kick though. Seems to have fouled Heidenseer there before the free kick was called. Hinterseer. And welcome back, Michael. Of course, guys, if you're enjoying, smash a like. If you like Real Madrid. Just showing some close-up angles here of the players as they're, you know, getting into position for this free kick. It's going to be Schweizergorst taking. Nope. It's now not going to be Schweizergorst. It's Votter taking. And he kicks it straight out. Well done. They literally kicked that one straight out onto the left side. Like, I'm not even joking, guys. Pretend you're like two at the back, two centre backs in the middle, right? So Schweizergorst is about to take, and then you've got this guy, Votter, he's going to take. And he passes you to you on the left, except that your guy's AFK, and he just, the ball runs past you straight out. Okay? A waste of a free kick there. Might as well have shot for goal if you're going to do anything, to be honest. Militao, now over to Trent. Now back to Courtois. And now to Carreras. Ball possession so far, 80% for Real, 20% for Tirol. So Tirol's actually doing a decent job in terms of ball possession, you know, actually getting, you know, some. Huijsen, and not just relying all on counter-attack, that's what I mean, as in some. Trent keeps that in somehow. Really looked like that ball went out, and he just crosses it straight into the hands of Stejka. It's now going to be Votter. And Votter is going to pass now over to Wells. Now with Boris. Boris lob ball. That was actually brilliant lob ball by Boris. Just trying to find Wells, but unlucky because Huijsen always seems to be there for the headers. He's always there. He's actually one of the tallest players on the field, I'm pretty sure. I think he's actually taller than Courtois. If you start to watch your stream today and you love it. You start to watch the streams. Yeah, well, that's W's, Michael. Sorry, I don't know why I read an if there. But yeah, thank you so much, you know, watching today. You know, starting watching yesterday, today, in the future. Anyone who does that is always a W, in my opinion. Stejka gets a nice catch there on Brahim's run. And sorry, sometimes, my bad. My mind decides to put words in my mouth. Stejka gives a long ball, just trying to find the path of Ryder, but unlucky. It's going to be a throw in here for Tirol because Militao does headed that one straight out. Now going with Schweizergorst. Now with Votter. Now over to Ryder. Back to Votter. Votter gives a one touch back to Schweizergorst. Now to Lawrence. Lawrence, what's he going to do? Passes to Votter. Lawrence. The one-touch play there from Tirol. Already 2-0, you know. It's 30th minute, 2-0. It's what you love to see. And that is a terrible tackle there from Militao. Absolutely bodies the guy. It's going to be a free kick for them. They just take it quickly. That's going to be back in the defense there for Lawrence. A heavy pressure from Mbappe and Vinny. Finally, actually, showing some pressure. I'm pretty sure they were being told by Xabi Alonso to actually start, not being lazy at the front there, where they don't actually press or come back for defense. They sort of just sit there and wait for the ball to be given to them on a plate. That's going to be a continued play there. Militao does foul the player. He's saying that he was actually fouled initially. The referee is saying that, no, you fouled him. You fouled Ryder, but, I mean, a questionable decision from the referee here. Oh, he absolutely slips. Yeah, not a questionable decision in the end. Referee knows what he's talking about here. Finally, actually, again, a ref that's got, some IQ. Good job, referee. It looks like that Wells will be taking this free kick. Hopefully this time they don't pass this one straight out. So we'll see. It's either going to be Wells or Ryder taking. Looks like Ryder is the option. Yep, so Ryder's going to be taking this one. He's going to cross it into the box. Going deep and cleared by Militao. No chance for them to hit that one on the target there. And Brahim trying to go up for the little touch. It's going to be won back by Tirol and headed away by Hudson into the path of Carreras. And now they're going to pass this one forward. Vinny on a break. Here we go. This is a possible goal coming up. Come on, Vinny. What can you do? It's a 3v1. You pass it in there to say poor touch from Brahim. I think maybe it was more of a dud. Mbappe skilling in. Sends one. Shopping. Trent. That was a bit of a, misconception wavelength there between Mbappe and Trent. I don't think they were focusing on each other there. Courtois just coming up and cleaning that up in the midfield. Now Militao to Arda Guler. Now forward there, trying to find Brahim. Just doesn't really find him. Tirol have possession. Lawrence. Now that's going to be forward with Votter. Now to Ryder. Now back to Votter. And Mueller just giving some instructions there to some of the other players. It's going to be now with Boris. Now to Lawrence. Now to Schweizengorst. And that's going to be with Mueller. Schweizengorst gives a little send through. Just doesn't really find anything. And Courtois now. And this is going to be now with Tchouameni. And it's okay, Michael. It doesn't matter. Again, as I said, can be, the live stream's going to be here for infinite time, so this is only the present tense that we're talking about. And also, streams change. It's part of growing. So it's fine. I don't really focus on the number. Militao, Hudson. Now to Militao again. Now a little pass there from Ceballos. And just trying to find Trent. Unlucky. And it's going to be passed back by Trent to the goalkeeper. Why did I say unlucky? There was actually a lucky touch. I thought it was unlucky because it was going out there. And now it's going to be with Vinny. And now it's going to be straight out. It's going to be a throw-in now for Carreras. Here we go. So a throw-in for Carreras. What the heck did I just say there? Carreras. Let's actually pronounce the names properly. It might be a water break here. I think it is. Yeah, Xabi Alonso just going to give some tactics here to the team. He's telling Hudson and Carreras something specifically. Especially Hudson here is really, telling him something positive. It's not a negative little attack there. It's more of a positive thing. Yeah, it looks like that Real Madrid are going to be dominating this game. It looked like that from the start. We should be winning this game, 10-0. If we're going to be exact, 4 goals by halftime, possible. We'll have to wait and see. And Tirol's team also having a team tour. By the way, they've got like a really shiny number there. Like their number's got glitter on it. That's actually crazy. And it actually looks like the goalkeeper here for Tirol, Sheshkal, has actually been doing a good job. He's been doing a very good job, actually, there where he's been in the right position at the right time. I got to say, disregarding the 2 goals, he has been, keeping Tirol in this game predominantly. His positioning's been great. It always comes down to a goalkeeper. Remember when we watched back at, that Auckland City versus Boca Juniors game, of course, the goalkeeper there was crucial for Auckland City, and the same thing's happening here. This goalkeeper, Sejkal, is very crucial for this Tirol side in order to, you know, stay on motivation and such. Xabi Alonso telling Mbappe some, you know, tactics here as well. And welcome, Andy Boy, to the stream. Let me translate your message. Let me translate it. How to do live broadcast. You subscribe. Yeah, first of all, yeah, I know you subscribed. And second of all, pin comment. It's on Real Madrid TV. Courtois. It's going to be passed through there to Tchouameni. And that's going to be a free kick. Free kick. So Tchouameni just getting fouled there by... Yeah, Ryder does a really bad foul there. It's going to be now with Huijsen. And Huijsen's going to just pass over to Militao. There's no real stress for us to, you know, stress our players. You know, we don't want to risk an injury. That would be the worst thing to do. Start this season off with an injury, especially against Osasuna. We need a strong squad. It's now going to be with Bokul. And now it's going to be over to Carreras. And that's going to be absolutely sent back by Vinny. He actually gives it to them in front of the goal. That might be a penalty there. I don't know what the referee's going to decide. Tchouameni does a very dangerous tackle on the Tirol guy in the box. Very close to maybe a possible pen check after Hinterseer just gets injured there. It's going to be a throw-in for Tirol. The referee's going to check up on this player now. That is bad from Vinny. That is terrible. He just sends the ball straight to this guy who's, you know, basically on target. Let's have a look here at the replay. That's not a pen. Okay. It's not a pen. First thing, as soon as I see it's not a pen. Yeah, this is looking, you know, so far the defense has been looking good. I've got to say that, you know, Tchouameni did a very good tackle there. Very well timed and everything. Just showing the WSG players warming up. Very nice scenery at the back there as well, near this stadium. It's a beautiful stadium. Just backgrounded by lots of mountains, mountain range there. There's going to be a substitution actually occurring. It's going to be Hinterseer coming off when he just got tackled. I think Tchouameni said that he would give his shirt at the end. And it looks like that number 8 will be coming on here for WSG Tirol. Number 8, of course, Diarra. So Diarra will be coming on now. So substitution, not, you know, the best thing to happen to Hinterseer. He probably would have wanted to play the, you know, as much as the match as he could against Real Madrid. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, really, unless, you know, this team's picked again. But yeah, a bit disappointing for him. I think he will get a shirt at the end, though. So, you know, match-worn shirts are pretty cool. And you can say you played a little bit. That is an offside call there for Tirol just after a through ball to find Diarra, who has just come on. You know, he's already in the attack. And it's going to be a offside kick for Tchouameni and Courtois. And it's going to be Militao now. And what is that? Let me translate this message, Michael. And do you have to register if you want to stream live? No. No, you don't. To live stream, but to, you know, live stream the match, you cannot show the match on the screen. You'll be copyrighted. But to live stream on YouTube, yeah, you don't have to. Just make an account, which you already have. You're commenting. And, yeah. It's going to be now with... Who's that? Sejkal. Sejkal does a nice little pass over to the right back side. Boris. And Tchouameni collects. That's now going to be with Mbappe. And now Arda Guler. Now to Carreras. And again, check the pin comment. And thank you, Peru Ball. Welcome to stream. Hope you have a nice day. I'll just write the comment here. You know, some people can't see the pin comment for some reason. Don't know why. There we go. Trent, Tchouameni, Huijsen, Ceballos, Carreras. And no problem, Peru Ball. Always nice to see a new face. It's going to be Huijsen now. And you too, have a nice day. Huijsen, Trent, Gives a lofted ball there to Mbappe. Bad touch. And now it's going to be with the player there, Ryder. He's going to try and clear that down the field. And now it's going to be with Militao. It's going to be now with Trent again. Mbappe. Brahim. Now with Arda Guler. Now Carreras. He might take a shot here, Carreras. He just passes that into Arda Guler, trying to find Mbappe. It's just not the best play there from those players. And now it's going to be a run here for Diarra. He can actually outpace here. Hoynson's possibly. But he does a terrible skill. Vinny's going to collect that. He's actually back in defense. Congratulations, Vinny. You've actually come back and defended. Well done. That's the first time I've seen you defend in about 3 years. So, you know, good job, Vinny. You're finally, you know, learning how to play football. This is going to be Arda Guler. Militao. Now to Tchouaméni. He's playing that third centre-back role. Ceballos. Hoynsson. Back to Courtois. No pressure again. Just calm play. That's all we need. We don't need injuries. So a calm play is all that we need for this game. So yeah, definitely hope that we do maintain, you know, this sort of calm attitude. It's going to be now with Ceballos. Ceballos to Militao. And Militao sends that over to Trent. Now it's going to be with Arda Guler. Trent. Now to Tchouaméni. And that's a nice through ball there. Trying to find Arda Guler. He just isn't successful in getting that. Might be a corner here, actually. He might have actually just touched that off the player. Looks like it's going to be a corner, guys. So, you know, big chance here for another goal, third. I did say 4 before halftime. It doesn't look like it's going to be 4, but 3 would be, you know, a big, you know, chance as well. Come on. Who are we going to send this one to? Arda. We either got, you know, probably Tchouaméni, target. Militao's a target. And that's going to be sent by Militao. Just going to be cleared away now by Ryder. And he's going to try and push the upfield. Carreras cleans. Okay, no push there. And yes, Peru Bullets, because that's the English version. You have to watch in the Spanish version. And Brahim, so close to scoring, just doesn't make it. And that is going to be a goal kick here for Real. Very close play. Arda Guler sends that one. Brahim just missing the little touch over. And yeah, it just goes out. Unlucky, Brahim. Unlucky. It's going to be now Militao. Arda Guler. Militao again. Tchouaméni. Militao. Hoynsson. Now to Ceballos. And Ceballos over to Carreras. Now to Vinicius. Tchouaméni. Mbappe. And now that's to Brahim. Now with Trent. Arda Guler. Now going to be with Mbappe, Militao, Hoynsson. Come on, Hoynsson, what can you do? You pass over to Carreras there, nice and easy. Now with Ceballos, Hoynsson, Militao. You need 50. You need 50. And now with Trent, Arda Guler. Now back to Trent. Now over to Brahim. Tchouaméni. Militao. Hoynsson. Now to Carreras. A lot of play here. Not many, you know, attack. Just passing. Again, all good. We need that. We need to maintain dominance. Carreras wins that back. Beautiful from Carreras. He just gives away, though, immediately. Just there, as I say, he won it back. And then there could be actually a free kick here for Real. It's going to actually be a free kick for them somehow. I don't know how, when our player literally got hindered on a sort of attacking opportunity there. Good play by Carreras. Nice hustle to him. He's looking very good. Very aggressive player. You like to see that. Not going to make mistakes, so I can already tell. Unlike Asensio. And Arda Guler just does a nice touch. It's going to be a free kick for Madrid. Brahim's nose looks like to be bleeding. Yeah, he just gets hit in the face with studs there, Brahim. I think Bokul hits him in the face. Unlucky. It's going to be a free kick for us. I don't think we really need the free kick, actually. I think the free kick was a bit more of a disadvantage, to be real. Carreras. Hoinson. Militao. Now through from Trent to Guler. Trent now. Now to Militao. Ceballos. Carreras. Now to Vinny. Come on, let's see if we can actually, you know, score a goal from all of this build-up. We need a goal from all this build-up. Tchouameni. Just doesn't reach the ball there. Tchouameni gets it back, though, luckily. Hoinson. Trent. Can't Trent do some magic crosses? No, you're just going to keep passing. Guler. Trent again. Now Guler. Brahim. Nice back heel from Brahim. Like to see some flair. Guler gives a deep cross, finding Vinny on the outside, the left side of the box. Vinny's going to cut in. Hoinson. Ceballos. And there's a pitch invader. It looks like. Okay, yeah, there's a pitch invader trying to get a photo with Mbappe. Okay. Well, the fans are clapping the pitch invader there. Good job, pitch invader. You just disrupted the attack. Brilliant. Round of applause to you. No, the fans are clapping because he's getting a photo with Mbappe. Yeah, personally, I would love to have got a photo with Mbappe myself, but yeah, Xabi Alonso gets some time here to just state some more tactics. Drop ball, Ceballos, Tchouameni. Now with Trent. It's going to be now with Guler, Trent, Brahim, Trent again. Little flick from Trent, halftime. Halftime, one absolute waste of build-up play there because of that pitch invader. Unfortunately, I will say that was a little bit unfortunate because we did actually need to, you know, get a goal there because, you know, want to get 3-0 at halftime. Unlucky. It's okay. 2-0's just as good. And a lot of shirt swaps just occurred then. About 10 players swapped shirts. I think Mbappe might not be playing second half. We'll have to see. Maybe he might. Maybe he'll get 2 shirts at full time to swap. But yeah, as that stands, that's the first half, guys. I'll read the stats for you guys here. So in terms of stats, we have 23% possession for Tirol, and we have 77% possession for Real. 0 shots for Tirol, 0 on target, and 0 big chances for Tirol. 8 shots for Real Madrid, 4 on target, and 2 big chances for them. 1 big chance missed. And then in terms of passes, we have 88 passes from Tirol, 72% accuracy. 393 passes from Real, 92% accuracy. 5 fouls for Real, 6 for Tirol, 0 corners for Tirol, 4 for Real Madrid. So they're the stats for this halftime. In terms of the best attacking player, actually, surprisingly, Militao, 2 shots, 1 goal. Mbappe has 1 shot, 1 goal. But of course, you know, Militao somehow has more. He's also had more touches in the opposition box as well to some midfielders and attackers. Mbappe has 6 touches, Militao has 2. In terms of best rating, Militao has an 8.2, which is insane. Guler next was 7.9. Guler's got 1 assist. He's also had 2 total shots. 1 of his shots hitting the woodwork. So brilliant from Guler. I really actually enjoyed watching him play. Definitely need to start him with Valverde in the midfield, especially for those, you know, El Clasico games to really control the flow of gameplay. But yeah, for sure, brilliant first half. I'll see you guys in the second half. Make sure to smash like, and I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm just going to get some water, and yeah, see you in the second half, guys. Be right back. W's. And make sure to drop score predictions if you haven't already. Still think 9-1 is a confident prediction from me, to be honest. Okay, but yeah, see you in the next half, guys. Okay, guys, welcome back. Sorry about that small delay there. Sorry, I'm just having some water in the halftime, but we're back now. Hope everyone's doing good, and welcome, Flayden, to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Let's get on to the actual scene now. So focused to looking up there. Yeah, welcome back, guys. We're going to be watching the rest of this Real Madrid match versus WSG Tirol. Of course, we are winning 2-0 at the moment. And, yeah, it's a good match so far. It's a good match. And I hope it continues to be, you know, going in Real Madrid's favour. Hopefully we get a strong win so we can sort of prove to these Barcelona guys that we're not the weakest side this La Liga. You know, coming into La Liga, they've got 20 goals in their past 4 matches or something crazy like that. But yeah, for sure. And take your name? Wait, what do you mean? You mean Flayden? Like, what do you mean by that? But yeah, the players are coming out now. It's going to be Carreras coming out here. It looks like he's still going to play. I don't think there's any substitutions for this half at the moment. It looks like it. Rodrigo will be continuing to play, as well as Tchouaméni, Carreras, Huijsen, Mbappe. They're all still playing, so that's great. We're not getting subs. Courtois is also out. I'm surprised. I would have thought Lunin might have, you know, played this game just, you know, because he's not going to play much, is he? And yes, you cannot see the match, of course. Otherwise, I'll get copyright strike. The match is free on Real Madrid TV, though, Flayden. The match is free. So you can see the match on there. Yeah, otherwise, I don't want to get my channel banned, so I can't show it on here. Just like any match. That's why it's a watch-along and not a pirated, you know, live stream. Okay, Schweinsteinkopf is going to be talking there with his captain. No problem, Flayden. No problem. And the referee is just signaling for the halftime to begin. Why is he pulling out his yellow card? What the heck is he doing? Okay, I don't know what that was about. He pulled out his wallet with his yellow card in it. Great. And put it away. Good job, referee. Good job. Okay, so let me just get this quickly. Just start charging my electronics there. Okay, next half starting any second now. Referee, call it. And there we go. The half has started. Taking the kickoff there, Kylian Mbappe. It's going to be Trent, Huijsen. Now it's going to be a long ball there, trying to find Vinny on the run in that left wing side. Of course, we might see the best of Vinny and Mbappe this season. Of course, Mbappe will be more used to playing striker now. Vinny still managing to retain that left wing position, even though I think it's a really stupid idea. Wells, Raider, and Vort were all off for this half, and Taferner, Garis, and one other player have been subbed on. Just try and find out. Of course, Diarra was subbed on in the first half. There's also Mueller, Bokel, and Lawrence have been subbed off, and Nashberger, Bambara, and Sabitzer have all been subbed on. So they basically subbed their whole team here, Tirol, except for the goalkeeper, and then a couple of players, like 2 or 3 players they've kept on. So yeah, this is going to be interesting how they play out with this whole new team. Did they actually say Lawrence was sub? Because he's genuinely on the field right now. So what the heck are they talking about? Yeah, that substitution board thing on the Real Madrid TV might actually be wrong, because Lawrence is genuinely actually playing right now. So, okay. Arda Guler, back to Militao. Huijsen. Carreras. And he's going to give a lob ball over to Brahim Diaz. Now to Trent. And Trent's going to pass that over there to Danny Ceballos. Sorry, just forgot how to say the name there. Ceballos receiving the ball from Carreras. It's going to be a throw in here for Real. Just kicking the ball off through a back heel there, Ceballos. It's now going to be with Militao. Huijsen. Now to Tchouaméni. Carreras. Vinny. Ceballos. Carreras. Trying to find Vinny. Vinny on the run here. And Carreras trying to get that ball. Goes out. It's going to be a corner. Going to be a corner here. Mbappe's going to take the corner as well. We should get a very strong win here. He's going to play that really quickly as well. Mbappe just plays it quickly to Arda Guler. Now with Trent. Lob ball there. Trying to find no one in the box. Trent, what the heck is that? That's called the worst kick of the game right there. Actually, no, it's not. I forgot about the one where the Tirol just passed the ball straight out. Rodrigo warming up along with Fran Garcia, Gonzalo Garcia, and some other players. It's going to be a foul there by Real Madrid. Arda Guler specifically. It's going to be a free kick for Tirol. Just played quickly there by number 28. One of the new substitutes who was on. And one back by Guler. Now a possible run here for Vinny. This should be a yellow card. Should be a free kick. Technically almost a red card there that guy's just committed. Luckily it's a friendly. He had to do it there. Number 18, Schweichenghorst. Because Vinny was basically going to score. So, yeah, he technically would have got a red card in the real game. That's a yellow card in this game, though. And I'm saying red card because that's what Hoydson got for the exact same thing there. Looks like Mbappe is going to take the free kick. Actually, 3 guys lining up for this free kick. It's going to be Guler, Mbappe, and Trent all lining up for the free kick. All lining up. Militao's just asking if he wants to head this one in, possibly. Let's see if we can score it. We've got 3 guys on this one. We actually got 4 guys. Carreras is also lined up around it. And welcome back, CDF. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing good. I think Mbappe will take. I do think so. But yeah, you got 4 guys on it. Here we go. Who's going to take it? It has to be Mbappe, right? And Guler takes. And it just hits the crossbar again. Oh, so unlucky, Guler. I was surprised. I did think that Mbappe would take the free kick. Guler takes it. It's another brilliant free kick. Hits the top of the crossbar and actually bounces out. It's going top bins. That's going to be a clean up there by Ceballos to Hoydson. Militao. Nice ball there by Militao. Trying to find Guler. Just doesn't reach him. And Ceballos winning the ball back from a tackle there. Mbappe, Ceballos. Now it's going to be an attack for Guler. Passing out to Vinny. Mbappe behind him. Vinny, what are you going to do? Passing to Mbappe there. Vinny might take the shot himself. No, he passes for some weird reason. Why, Vinny, are you suddenly super passative? Like, I know I've been saying, you know, players need to pass more in the cutback, but this guy's, like, cutting back and passing at the wrong times. He should be shooting. He's, like, suddenly gone ultra, you know, passing there. He really should have shot immediately as he received the pass back from Mbappe. Guler takes the shot in the end, but it's just not on target there. Not the best shot. Brahim. Trent. Brahim again. Back to Trent. Trent's going to send this all the way back to Courtois. Now to Hoydson. See what Hoydson will do. Passes to Militao. Militao passing to Brahim. And it's just, you know, a fumbled pass there by Militao. He should have been a bit more careful. And now our defense is trying to win this one back strongly. However, they're doing a good passing sequence here. Tirol. It's now with Lawrence. It's going to be passed back into the defense here for Tirol. Boris. So Lawrence must have a twin brother or something. I'm not even joking because it says Lawrence is off. And the guy's got a different number. And he looks exactly the same as him. Must have a twin brother. Playing in the same club. Also, the goalkeeper just fumbled the ball there. Shechkal, he actually miskicks it. He kicks dirt instead of the ball. He's actually lucky not to have conceded a penalty right there because he did kick Mbappe in the leg. The referee says play on, but, you know, it's sort of a penalty, to be honest. That is sort of a penalty. And it's going to be a goal kick, it looks like. Possibly, I think so. Oh, it's a corner. Okay, so it's actually a corner somehow. Goalkeeper must have touched it out. Okay, Guler plays it short. Trent now to Mbappe. And yes, I do remember you, Minimum Football. I remember you. Welcome to the Real Madrid stream. Hope you're doing good. Carreras now back to Courtois. The team's winning 2-0 as well, which is brilliant. So yeah, that's good. And now, you know, we're trying to push this one forward here for maybe another attack. Again, you know, we've been pushing the ball forward a lot, but the only problem is that we've not been seeing results. It's because our team's not really shooting. They're sort of just, you know, maintaining possession or whatever, which is all fine. I guess you don't want to get injuries. That's a foul by Tirol. It's going to be a free kick for Chouameni. That's a terrible foul. And I'm doing good, Minimum. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing good and having, you know, a nice rest of your day from, you know, since the period before. And that's going to be another free kick for Real. Another foul. Just a foul this time on Brahim Diaz. Just bring straight to the ground there by Sabitzer. Now Carreras passing to Vinicius. Okay, now back to Carreras. Let's see what he does. He's going to probably either pass to Tchouameni. No, he passes back to Hoyinson there. That's a little ball by Hoyinson to Militao, who I do think should start games. Militao. I know he's very injury prone, but I actually think he's very good. That's why he's being kept, obviously. And that's a good ball by Carreras, just trying to find the path of Mbappe. It is intercepted, unluckily. It's going to be a throw-in for Hoyinson. Come on, we need that 9-0 that I predicted. Please. Please get the 9-0. It's going to be now Ceballos to Vinny. Vinny, long ball. Trying to find Brahim. Brahim, brilliant touch there. Trent going for the overlap. This could be a cross in. Trent gives a cross. It's a terrible cross. Trent still hasn't done one decent play this game yet. Besides that chip shot earlier. He hasn't done like a very, very good play at Real Madrid at all. So hopefully we start seeing the best of him. And it's kind of funny to see you seen now after you did the Suze. Yeah, it's, you know, I feel weird, you know, sitting down. I still feel like I should be doing them, but we did it. We did it. So, yeah. Feels odd to me, too. Arda Guler, taking the corner. He's going to send that one deep to the back post where no one is. The goalkeeper actually, for some reason, saves it. For, again, no reason. No one's there. Vinny, now with the ball. Vinny finally, as well, this game, I start seeing him tracking back. And, you know, it just puts a smile on my face seeing, you know, Vinny actually play defensively for once in a game. Ceballos, Trent. Now that's to Brahim to Arda Guler. Arda does it. That's an amazing pass to Trent. That is such a good pass by Arda Guler. Trent giving a cross. Why did Brahim not finish that? I have no idea. Hoyinson for some reason in the box as well. Vinny passing now over to Mbappe, who's playing on that left wing side. Vinny now more of a left mid. Tchouameni. Now Arda Guler. And hi, Lurax. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Welcome back again. Welcome back. And that is straight out there. Sabitzer just kicks that one out. It's going to be a throw-in for Real. Xabi Alonso is looking, you know, not that pleased with the game. I've got to say, it's not the best gameplay in terms of, you know, attack. Possession's brilliant. Possession is top class. Passing's top class in this game. Attack's not so. I think the attack's probably been the worst thing. I mean, one goal scored by a defender and the other one's, you know, by Mbappe, who was scoring last season all the time. We need to start seeing some fresh faces scoring goals here. That's going to be a possible foul. The referee's going to play advantage. Militao with his body strength to win that one back. And Vinny plus Mbappe this year, maybe some synergy in positioning. Yeah, I do think so under Xabi Alonso. They look to be working together very well. Vinny couldn't keep that one in, though. That pass by, was it Hoyinson or Militao? Was very, very strong pass. You know, unable to get that. It's going to be a throw in here for Lawrence's twin brother. Yeah, that's definitely a twin brother. There is no way that they're not related. Where's he going to throw it for Tirol? Just throws it short there. And it's going to be now Vinny, just passing to Arda Guler. A lot of passing from Vinny, I will say. He's actually, you know, very passative. Before he was very, you know, solo, trying to solo run the whole time. You know, he passed quite a fair bit, but not as much as this. This is like the most he's passed ever in a game. Trent to Brahim. Brahim, what are you going to do? You pass back there to Trent again. Trent dropping deep. That's what you like to see. Trent finally actually, you know, playing a right back for once in his life and not, you know, right wing. I was going to say striker, but, you know, that might be too far. Ceballos. Finding a through ball, trying to find Vinny, just unsuccessful. Now here's a possible run for Diarra for Tirol. And Tchouameni goes for the slide tackle, just failing. And now Trent does clean that up, though, nicely, which is good. He gives a very brilliant ball to Vinny. Amazing touch. Vinny, come on. Do an end product. Can't do something with this one. He's marked in the corner here by two guys. He's literally, it's a 2v1. And he actually manages to get rid of the ball there. He passes it to Hoyinson. Who's my favorite Real Madrid player? Mbappe. Mbappe is my favorite Real Madrid player. Before he joined the team, though, it was, of course, Toni Kroos. And then before that, it was, of course, Cristiano. I love Tony. I love Cristiano. I love Mbappe. I feel like when people sometimes say Mbappe's the problem, absolutely not. That team last year was terrible. I got to say, that Real Madrid side, you know, we came second, yeah, and we won some stuff. But the team synergy was so just gone. Don Carlos' tactics were absolutely, you know, they turned terrible. Yeah, exactly. But Militao now with the ball. I think this season's going to be different, you know. Mbappe was also playing new position last season. He's still top scorer. Most goals in a debut season for Real Madrid. And I think he's offside there. No, he's not, surprisingly. I thought he would have been. But yeah, definitely I do think that the best of him is to come, especially with, you know, his new synergy that we're seeing here with Vinny, as CDF mentioned before. And now it's going to be with Carreras. Tchouameni. Passing through Mbappe on a breakaway here. Here's a chance to score. He skills the keeper. Oh my god, it's a brilliant goal. 3-0. 2 goals for Mbappe. I mean, what do you expect? The guy's insane. He's the best player in the world. By far, you know, you don't need Ballon d'Or to see that he's literally above everyone else in terms of skill, in terms of product, positioning. This guy's insane. He's just unlucky with, you know, the rest of his team not committing. You know, if Real Madrid have won the same stuff that Barcelona had won, maybe an extra trophy in that, he would have won Ballon d'Or for sure. But yeah, unlucky. Mbappe, brilliant goal once again. I'm a minute behind. Again, I'm watching off Real Madrid TV, so I have no idea how I'm a minute behind from the official, you know, thing. You know, maybe it's just my lag or something. I don't know. YouTube lag could be there. Mbappe, 3-0. Brilliant. Brilliant. And welcome to the stream, Sherry. Hope you're good. This is what you love to see. Goals in game 2. No way they're actually checking for a second. That's offside. Okay, they weren't. The Tirol players play that fast kickoff. They're actually playing like 5 up front. I think they want to score a goal here. That's just me, though. I delayed my stream. It's not my choice to delay the stream. YouTube always has a delay on the stream by, like, you know, it depends on their servers at the time. So, it is not... It's out of my control, basically. Carreras. And Mbappe going on for another run. That's going to be passed back to the goalkeeper, though. Luckily, that's Stejskal, who is actually off now. So, who's the new goalkeeper? Ekmeyer. No wonder. Ekmeyer was in the good position there. Maybe that's the reason exactly. I think so. I think that might be. And now it's going to be with number 28 for Tirol. Remember, their whole sub-team's now on. Jeris is his name. Now back with number 3. Who is number 3? He's not even listed in the player list. What the heck? And now it's going to be with Tirol on the right. Now passing centrally. They're really trying to find some space. Kylian Mbappe's preternatural celerity and balletic dexterity rendered him an almost inevitable phenomenon on the pitch is what makes him my favorite player. You couldn't have said in better words, Venom. You know, just the sheer complexity of that Lexus used really just shows the adequacy of a player of such phenomenal class as Mbappe's Kylianis. Water break here. Courtois coming in for the water break. Okay. Oh, so what is this? 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 substitutes. Okay. So not a water break. We're just seeing Lunin come on. I thought it was. I was wondering why the heck is Courtois up the field there. Yeah, I know lyrics. I know. Don't worry. I'm feeling that. Rodrigo's on. Now it's going to be with... Who else? Please don't leave, Rodrigo. I beg you not to leave to Man City. Am I watching the match from? I'm watching it from Real Madrid TV. And, oh, it was AI. How in the world, though, like, what? I know nearly all of those words, except for preternatural. I don't know what that word is. The rest of those words I know, but yeah, Real Madrid TV. That's where I'm. Real Madrid TV. Real Madrid TV. There you go. While there's a break here, I'll say it. Alaba's on. It looks like there's a another pitch invader. No wonder Alaba's smiling. Yeah, pitch invader going to get a photo with Mbappe. Number 2. We should have a pitch invader counter for this game. Everyone applauding him again. Congratulations, pitch invader. You actually managed to get a photo. Good job. Love how the crowd, every time they do it, just applauds. Great. Arda Guler is still on here, I think. Yeah, he's still on. And hi, Step Overs. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Welcome back. So finally, the pitch invader's finally been taken off the field. And we're going to continue here. Vinny also was the sub for Rodrigo. Now I can actually say some of the subs that occurred. Of course, it was Alaba coming on. Carvalhal's on. We can also see Gonzalo Garcia on. Rodrigo's on. And I think there might be another player I just didn't see. Some places it's huge trying to pitch invade and banned from the ground. Yeah, I think though since it's a friendly, it's fine. I don't know. Maybe we'll just get fined a little bit. But I don't think it'll be banned from a friendly. We'll have, I don't know. We won't see any news about it, but we'll see, And here we go. It's going to be a continued play here for Tirol's substitution. Okay. Don't know why they're pausing there for a second. It's going to be number 8 coming off for Tirol. Of course, number 8 is going to be who? Diata. So Diarra is coming off. He did get subbed on in the first half. And coming on is now Anselm in his place. A defender. And now it's going to be with the goalkeeper for Tirol. Sending that ball forward. It's going to be a throw-in now for Real. It's going to be taking the ball. Fran Garcia, who is on now. That's who the final substitute was that I can actually recognize. Fran Garcia was on for Alvaro Carreras. Rudiger as well. Rudiger. How could I forget? Hoinson. Rudiger. So here are all the subs. Courtois, Militao, Ceballos off. And on is Lunin, Alaba, Rudiger for them. The next subs are, when they appear on the screen, I'll tell you. Appear on the screen. Vini, Carreras, Tchouameni. And Fran Garcia, Carvalhal, and Rodrigo are those replacements there. Lunin now with the ball. Passing to Rudiger. And I see your message, Sherry. I mean, that's crazy, actually. Madrid are very lenient. They definitely could have scored around 10. Exactly. That's why I wish we could have scored more, to be honest, because, Barca's scoring so many goals in their preseason, and then we're scoring, 3 against Tirol. At the moment, we could suddenly score 6 more. We'll have to see at the end of the match. I'd be disappointed if we don't get at least 5. But yeah, I'm not reading that message minimum. Oh my God. Vinny Jr.'s mercurial ingenuity and kaleidoscopic footwork transmute the mundane fabric of a match into incandescent spectacle. Last season was crazy, but now he's kind of bad. That end part. Last season he's kind of crazy. You mean the season before last season? Technically, we're on the new season now, so we'll have to see. You mean, last season he was bad. This season he's looking good. Madrid are very corpulentific. Either Guler to now Fran Garcia. Now it's going to be with Rodrigo, who's probably leaving to Man City, unfortunately. Mbappe, what are you going to do? He's probably going to take shots. An absolute foul. Referee, are you... Okay. Referee, can you please grow some eyes, please, for once? Fran Garcia, let's see what you're going to do. You pocket that guy perfectly, and now you're going to just pass it off to Rodrigo. That's definitely a foul against Mbappe. Don't know why he didn't get a foul there, but that is insane. Bro's literally just shoved off the ball with it like that. Like, how are you supposed to do that in a game? Arda Guler. Danny Carvalhal. His first, proper minutes that we're going to see, not just in the Club World Cup, his cameo. Hoinson. Rudiger. Carvalhal, of course, wearing the captain's armband, like he deserves. It's going to be Brahim to Arda Guler. Now to Carvalhal. Little Trivela pass there to Rudiger. Hit 5.6. Thank you so much, guys. Well, whoever subbed up for 5.6, W's, appreciate, for showing that out, Lurax, as well. And, yeah, hopefully, we continue. I'm so happy that we've reached 5.6K. It's another big milestone on the journey. And every milestone should be remembered and treasured because it's, a new step forward. And I'm just happy to get there. That's a yellow card for Tirol's player, whoever that is. I'll try and tell you who that is, guys. That is going to be Tafferner, number 30. And, okay, what the heck? Rodrigo's labyrinth maneuverability and quasi-metaphysical sang-froid amalgamate into an opulent tableau of audacious virtuosity upon the verdant expanse is good, but he's leaving for Man City now. Yeah, so that's a yellow card. Mbappe's going to try and score. here, most likely. I don't know. Is it going to be who's taking this free kick? It looks like that Rodrigo is. Rodrigo scoring would be crazy. Crazy send-off is this is his final game for Real Madrid. It most likely might be his final game. Here we go. Arda Guler and Rodrigo lined up. Come on, Rodrigo. Oh, it's Arda Guler taking it. Okay, he stepped over it. And there's a header just close. Not close enough there. That's okay by Gonzalo Garcia, but it's just not the best header. Of course, Endrick's actually wearing the number 9 now, or Ondrick, should I say. Gonzalo Garcia is going to be taking the number 16 still. But yeah, for sure, Endrick, I would like to see more of him. He's been, injured a ton, so we haven't really seen much of him. He's good, I think. I really did wish he got loaned so he can actually, come back as a true striker. So you're saying Rodrigo? No, Rodrigo. And Rodrigo is leaving Madrid. Most likely, Sherry. Most likely. It's not confirmed. Most likely to Man City. Rodrigo is good. Yeah, Rodrigo is good. I like Rodrigo. He always puts in his all. There's a very good breakaway here for Tirol. They could score, and it's saved by Lunan. Brilliant positioning from Lunan right there. That's why you're the backup keeper for the best club in the world. And it's going to be a distribution on the left. I guarantee it's the left. Let's see. Okay, they didn't show us. They're showing a replay here. That was actually onside run as well. And stupid autocorrect. It only works when the word was correct to begin with. Yeah, it happens to me. But yeah, Rodrigo most likely to Man City. Pep's interested in buying him as a replacement for Savinho, who Savinho is going to be going to Tottenham most likely. Interesting times where Tottenham's actually signing players that are actually decent. So, what is Thomas Frank cooking at Tottenham? We don't know. He's cooking something. And, yeah, it would be a real sad moment, honestly, because Rodrigo always cooks Man City. So, he's going to be joining the team that he deep-fried in an oven. Yeah. Rest in peace, Rodrigo. I hope you stay at Real Madrid. And you haven't been up to date with the Madrid news. That is so sad. They might leave exactly. Hopefully he doesn't. I really do hope so. Alaba. Also, Federico Valverde's indefatigable peripatetism. And what the... Okay, I'm not reading that. I can't. Mbappe. Arda Guler. Good pass to Mbappe. Could be the hat-trick. Oh, my God. He doesn't score it. Just saved by the goalkeeper. It's going to be thrown. That was very close. Very, very close. Permanent transfer or loan? Permanent transfer. Yeah. And Pep says he likes Rodrigo a lot. He said that it's his favorite player from Real Madrid. So, yeah. I can imagine because Rodrigo always performs against Man City. So, we'll have to see. And Savinho being replaced by him is definitely an upgrade. 5 hat-tricks for Mbappe this season. Prediction. I can predict the same, actually. Maybe 6. We'll have to wait and see. Mbappe just seems like he's going to score a ton this season. Like a lot. I hope he wins the Ballon d'Or this season. Actually, the Ballon d'Or can be between 2 players, really. 2 of my favourite players. Mbappe. And if Ronaldo's the top scorer in the World Cup like he was for Portugal, he wins the World Cup, Golden Boot. And he also wins the Saudi Pro League. Ballon d'Or Ronaldo. His final Ballon d'Or. I think that will be his final Ballon d'Or. I don't think it would be too hard for him to win it again. He would literally have to win the AFC Champions League, SPL top scorer in both, all the cups in Saudi. Then you'd have to win like a Euros or a Nations League or something like that to get it again. And be the top scorer and MVP in those tournaments as well. That's the only way. But definitely this season it's possible for him. If he does get MVP in the World Cup or he gets top scorer in the World Cup, wins it in the league. If Ronaldo played, they definitely would have scored 10 goals right now this match, that is. Yeah, Ronaldo, I feel like this season is going to be a new prime for him. I'm not even joking. Like, I actually can feel it. Especially his form. It just seems like he's going to be unstoppable in the league. And I hope he goes into the World Cup with this same form where he's just like one of the best players. And there's going to be a little break here for some reason. I don't know why there's a break. It's probably another substitution. We're going to see. That's too optimistic. They won't put CR7 top 20 even with World Cup. I mean, they didn't put him in it with Nations League top scorer and stuff. So, again, we'll have to see. What's the referee doing here? The referee is talking to someone on the side here. I don't know why the match is paused, by the way. This is a weird pause for the match. If anyone speaks Spanish and can understand the Spanish person. Let me know what they're saying about this. Don't know why he paused it. He's played again. Okay, that was weird. He went to the side, talked to the fourth official, and then came back. Ronaldo should have been in top 20, let's be real, for this season. Even if it was in the top 20 to 15 bracket. There is no way that, you know, like, I'm trying to think of a player just from that nominations that wasn't as good. Declan Rice, maybe. Wasn't the best. There was more better Arsenal players, I feel like, than him that season. And that's going to be headed clear. It's going to be a throw in here for Real Madrid. Probably not Declan Rice. Actually, probably another one. I just can't think. Declan Rice, actually, now thinking about it, was very good. Did Saka get nominated? If Saka was nominated, that's insane. They're doing a substitution here for the goalkeeper again. It's the third goalkeeper coming on here for this team, Tirol. And, yep, third goalkeeper coming on. And there's also going to be a substitution for another player here. Number 15 coming off. Come on, let's get another goal, please. Only 15 minutes left. We need more goals. Caballal. Taking the throw in. Come on, Caballal. What can you do? Rodrigo. Back all the way to Hodgson. Now to Fran Garcia. Rodrigo. Tries to find Mbappe, just unsuccessful. So Ekmayer and Bambara came off the Tirol, and Schirmer and Faulkner have both come on here. Arda Guler does a very good skill, has a brilliant skill by Arda Guler. Oh my goodness. Arda Guler, Caballal, Hodgson. Now over to Fran Garcia. Now to Mbappe. Fran Garcia trying to push, and that's going to be sent back to the goalkeeper. He's going to absolutely send that down the field. Out for a throw in here for Real. Mbappe. Now to Hodgson. Rodrigo. Mbappe again. Does a little bit of a chop skill there to pass to Rodrigo. Rodrigo now passing to Mbappe. Back to Hodgson. Now over to Fran Garcia. Fran Garcia fouled a little bit, but he's going to be played on here by the referee. Possible chance for this team, and Tirol's mopped up by Rodrigo. Mopped up. Not going to lie, they still kind of play like Carlos Madrid, just a few little structure changes. Yeah, exactly. Did I say Carlos? Carlo, sorry. Don Carlos Madrid definitely is still in play. You can see it's the base. It is definitely the base. I feel like as well, it's going to take some time to fully get into that Leverkusen style. We saw in the first half with the team selection, it was very much, you know, closest to the Leverkusen style. Now it's sort of gone back to Don Carlos when we've subbed on all the players to different players here. And I just think that's because the starters are being chosen for the exact reason of playing like that style of Leverkusen. Hence why Mbappe's still on the field, and Arda Guler is still on the field, and Brahim's still on the field. And now Hodgson cleaning up, Rodrigo cleaning up. That's going to be another play out here for Fran Garcia. And a little skill by Mbappe to Rodrigo. Now back to Mbappe. Finds now Alaba. Alaba trying to clean up. Rodrigo wins the ball. Now passing over to Mbappe. Just a heavy touch by Mbappe. He still manages to get it. Just a friendly. Yeah, exactly. And there's a deep cross. There's a shot. And just missing by Gonzalo Garcia. Oh, he was so close to scoring. So far, I think he's scored in nearly every game he's played, bar one. You know, he wants to probably keep that record. So scoring here would be probably crucial for him. Hodgson subbed. Yep, he's going to be subbed for Mr. Red Card himself, Asensio, coming on here. Red Card man has now entered the field. Hopefully he doesn't, you know, get a red card here. Yanez is also coming on as well. Probably for Brahim Diaz, which is the case. Brahim Diaz is coming off. Yanez is coming on now. Yanez is a new player, I think. Haven't seen him in a fair bit. How many games did you play last season? Maybe you played one game. Yeah, you played in December 8th last season against Girona, and you also played against Liverpool in that Champions League loss. Yeah, I remember you actually now when you got subbed on the Champions League loss because they said it was your first game or something. So yeah, Yanez on. Maybe he'll do something here. We'll see. Don't think there's much to do really with this remaining. Just sort of maintain possession. Try and score maybe one more goal. Hopefully we can. I mean, I do hope so. We get more than 3-0. 4-0 would be... 5-0 would be ideal. 4-0 would be, you know, okay to a bad situation. Mbappe. It's not a bad situation. You know what I mean, guys. Yanez. Good touch as well. Cutting in. Passing to Guler. And now to Mbappe. That's a good little flick on. Mbappe takes the shot. It's saved. It's Gonzalo Garcia pushing for it. And it's going to be a corner, most likely. Not bad shot by Mbappe. Yeah, that was a good shot. He does, you know, he finds the positions perfectly. And that's why Mbappe is going to be the best player for Real Madrid. You know, coming up by, you know, someone like Cristiano. He's going to be the best in this new generation, should I say, you know. Not of all time, for sure. And now that's going to be tackled by Alaba. He's so far up the field. Guler actually manages to win the tackle instead. A little pass there by Alaba, though. Back to Guler. One touch now. Going to be with Carvajal from Mbappe. Now with Asensio. Guler. Mbappe. Asensio. Guler. Now with Carvajal. Now over to Yanez. Through to Guler. Now touched by Carvajal. Yanez again. And now it's going to be with Alaba. Rodrigo. And now with Fran Garcia. He just needs the finishing touch of Ronaldo and he'll rule Europe. Exactly. And he needs his team to actually lock in for him so he can actually win a couple of Ballon d'Ors here and not, you know, be the carry pot of every team. Yanez, horrendous touch there, by the way, but he does mop it up nicely. It's going to be now with Asensio. Yanez. Now a little touch from Guler. He might take the shot himself. He does do it. It ricochets off. And Asensio's going to have a mingle there with Rodrigo to see who collects that ball from a deflection. Carvajal crossing over to Fran Garcia. Now back to Alaba. Now to Fran Garcia. Alaba looks so much like Mbappe from long range, by the way. Like, it's actually insane. It's going to be Asensio, Rodrigo, and Rodrigo for some reason doesn't run to that. Lunen's going to clean this one up. Rodrigo. Asensio. 10 minutes left. And he's going to pass out to Fran Garcia. And Fran Garcia, let's see what he'll do. He passes to Asensio there. Back to Fran Garcia. He's going to pass back all the way to the goalkeeper here, Lunen. Now to Carvajal. Danny Carvajal just doing a very, you know, is a risky pass to Gonzalo Garcia. He does manage to do it, though. Alaba, that's a nice through ball by Alaba. Brilliant through ball. The goalkeeper actually comes out there and does a header to clean that one up. Trying to find Fran Garcia on that run for goal. Fran Garcia wins it back. It's going to be with Rodrigo now. A little pass into Mbappe. Come on, hat-trick for Mbappe. Let's see. Pass out to Fran Garcia. And now to Rodrigo. He's going to pass to Mbappe. Come on, Mbappe, please shoot. Rodrigo shoots, and it's a goal. Rodrigo scores. Mbappe assist. And Mbappe is absolutely insane. This guy is crazy. Hopefully Rodrigo stays. Mbappe gives him a little bit of a lift up Sally there. To me, that's worrying. I think that means he's leaving. What a goal. Could be his last. The whole team's celebrating with him. To me, that seems like it's going to be his last goal with the team. And that does make me feel a little bit sad. But as you know, he's always putting his all for the team here, Rodrigo. As you can see, another brilliant assist by Mbappe. Just insane. But yeah, when the whole team comes to celebrate and, you know, you're doing stuff like that, that's definitely a final goal. Brilliant goal by Rodrigo for a final one too. Just slots it in the left side post there. Amazing. Right side, should I say. I was talking about from behind the goal there. Could be Rodrigo's last goal if he doesn't score again. Most likely, if he, again, relying on that he moves and Savinho leaves. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be a double substitution here for Real. Most likely Mbappe coming off and Guler coming off. So the first one, Mbappe is coming off here. He's probably going to get a round of applause, which he does. The whole stadium's going to clap for him. Standing ovation there because this guy's crazy. And it looks like that two new guys are going to be coming on here. They might get the fifth. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully they do. Thiago's coming on. Thiago, of course. If we just quickly have a look at some of his information there. Thiago Pichard and Roberto Martin. So if you have a look at these two guys, they've never played for Real Madrid in the first team. They've only played in... Roberto Martin's played in the U17 Spain national team, and Thiago Pichard has played in Real Madrid U19s. So, yeah, this is his first time ever playing with the main team. Hopefully they do a good job. We need to see the future of Real Madrid, in safe hands here. Alaba, Pichard. Now it's back to Asensio. Rudiger. Asensio again. Little pass over to Rudiger again. Now with Fran Garcia, who looks so good. I love Fran Garcia, I do. I think he's going to get even better under, Xabi Alonso playing that Grimaldo role. And, of course, Carreras is also going to be playing the same position, Grimaldo role too. So, yeah, we'll see. Rudiger takes the shot for absolutely no reason. What the heck? Maybe it was a cross to Yanez. Might have been. Yeah, what was that, Rudiger, exactly? What are you doing? Trying to throw the... What is that? Doesn't matter. I couldn't care less about it. Only one player has stayed on the whole match for Tirol's team, which is, of course, Schreijengorst. And for Real Madrid, only one player stayed on the whole match, and that is going to be Arda Guler. So both teams have one player that seems to have stayed on the whole match, and, that one player might be their most crucial. So Arda Guler does seem to be, a crucial player under the Xabi Alonso era, so we might see a lot more of this guy. I think he's going to become a very, very good talent, Arda Guler, under Xabi Alonso. He already is a brilliant talent, and he's going to become even better. Don Carlo underutilized him. Xabi Alonso will not make the same mistake, I feel. And that's now to Asensio there from Gonzalo Garcia. Carvajal. Asensio. Now it's going to be with little one-touches there from... I need to remember these new guys' names. Yanez. Is that Yanez? No, it's number 45. Thiago. Thiago's 45. Thiago's 45. Roberto Martin's 46. Okay. So remember that. Roberto Martin going in for the tackle here on this Tirol player. The goalkeeper's going to hold that up, and he's going to kick that straight out. It's going to be thrown for Real Madrid. Carvajal should take. Goalkeeper had to send that one there. And that's going to be Thiago just sending that over. Now with Rudiger. Now going to be here with Asensio. A little touch from Alaba. Controlled by Thiago. Now it's going to be back to Alaba there. Just a little bit of a tackle. Send back. Carvajal. Asensio. Rudiger. Come on. How much time we got left? 5 minutes left to get a goal. 5 minutes left. Let's do it, guys. Please. You just got to lock in and get the goal. It's going to be a pass back there to Rudiger there from... who's that again? Is that Martin, I think? It's now going to be Yanez. Yanez tries to skill through three. This is... You can see the difference in quality between Arda Guler... sorry, not Arda Guler. Between Lamine Yamal and these types of guys. Like, you can see Yamal passes. He doesn't just go for the skill. And this is a problem you find with, youth academy players especially. They really just want to prove themselves by trying to go all out on the ball, trying to show ball skills and stuff. Showing yourself is by passing, and that's the secret. That's why in my own youth academy, I do well because I just pass, and I'm not going to self-glaze because that's weird, but I do recommend to pass in your youth academy if you're in a youth academy. Passing is key to being a standout player. Skills are fine, but passing's key. Arda Guler. And it's going to be now just a scramble for the ball. Also, I forgot Arda Guler got subbed off, so I don't know who the heck I just called Arda Guler. Probably Fran Garcia, because they look so similar. A little pass over there to Thiago. Thiago's going to pass back, trying to find some space in the box, and it's going to be cleared by Tirol. Nice little collection. No chance for them. Come on, get a goal, guys, please. Can Gonzalo Garcia just get a goal or something? Like, honestly. Rodrigo, come on, we got this. We're playing against this C team now. Goal would be great. And the ball is going to be Real Madrid, so a throw-in. It's going to be taking the throw-in here. Thiago. He's actually going to pass that back to Fran Garcia. There's going to be a substitution here. Number 10 for Tirol's going to be coming off, and number 31 is going to be coming on. Number 10, of course, subbed on earlier. Sabitzer in the 46th minute, and now this new player is going to be coming on. It's 31, Neuner. Not to be confused with Manuel Neuer. It's Neuner. Come on, goal, please. Come on. Rodrigo. Now back to Asensio. A little chip pass from Alaba over to Carvajal. Carvajal finding a pass to Yanez, just unsuccessful. Yanez pressuring. He actually wins it back. Good job, Yanez. He pressures that one nicely to get it back. Fran Garcia now to Alaba. Now to Roberto Martin. Carvajal. Roberto Martin there. Now trying to find Gonzalo Garcia on a little bit of a go there. Just go straight out. It's going to be a throw now for Tirol. The game is over. 1 minute left. I don't think we're going to, get this through. We're not going to get five goals here. Kind of miss Jude. I do too. I miss Jude. It's been one match without him. We already miss him. He should be back in late September, so we will miss a couple of the started games of the season. Shouldn't miss Champions League, which is good. He might miss actually one Champions League game. I don't know. We'll have to see what the draw is. I'll try and stream the Ballon d'Or and Champions League draw and all those sorts of stuff live as well. Because I really want to react to the Ballon d'Or so bad. I want to see who they pick, because I know they make the weirdest decisions. Rodrigo goes for the shot, somehow saved by the third-tier goalkeeper. And what the heck is that finish from Thiago Pichart? That is a terrible finish. That should be sending you back to Real Madrid Castilla. Can you just go back there, please, and don't come up at all? No, I'm joking. That was a hard finish to do. Rodrigo, initial good shot. The goalkeeper does a good save. And then, just tries to hit on the volley there. Thiago just unsuccessful. 30 seconds left. Come on. 1 goal, guys, in 30 seconds. Not that hard. Let's do it, please. It's going to be with Alaba. Fran Garcia, very heavy touch. He actually goes for a shot there, Fran Garcia. You absolutely threw the game right then. We could have had 5 goals, and you go and throw. Well, that's it. I think this game's going to end in about 2 seconds. Referee should blow. And they're still letting us play, possibly extra time. I don't know. There wasn't extra time for the first half. I'll be surprised if there is for the second half. And the goalkeeper's going to just smash that down the field. Full time there. Match ended. GG's to Tirol. They did a good job holding us off there and not getting, absolutely demolished like I thought. I thought it'd be, 5 to 10-0. It wasn't. Thank you so much, guys. A lot of shirt trades happening again. I'll quickly read out the stats. So 78% ball possession for Real Madrid, 22% for Tirol, 15 shots for Real, 8 shots on target, 4 big chances, 2 big chances missed, 756 accurate passes, 92% accuracy, 9 fouls, 9 corners. For Tirol, 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 big chance missed, 164 accurate passes, 72% accuracy, 9 fouls, 0 corners. They're the stats. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. And Hala Madrid, let's go. We got a win in our first, technical preseason, not the behind closed doors ones. And, Xabi Alonso ball is looking good. It's looking much better than before. Thank you so much, guys. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. Make sure to check out the match calendar as well for what matches I'm covering tomorrow. Should be in the post tab of the community page on YouTube. Thank you, guys. See you next time.